we have, thank you. We have I wanted her to share a little bit about her experience. Some of you guys I'm 40, she's 25. And so we just kind of want to show you the range of everybody that's making this possible and what it can do for you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah, like Julia said. Thank you, Julia. That was beautiful. And I'm 25 years old. I got married around 3 years ago to my cute husband. Here's a cute picture of us. And I'm a dog mom. I'm a competitive soccer player. And I love Plexus. When I started, I was obviously really young. I was 22 and supposed to be in the prime of my life. But I was really struggling with a lot of health issues with my stomach, past eating disorder, tendencies, anxiety, low energy, all of these things, which led me looking for answers. I had a friend that posted about it, and I started on it religiously and loved it, and really fell in love with the products and the company and what it all stands for. I What I loved about starting was when I felt like I was feeling better, I immediately thought of people that I knew could use these too, like my mom, my sisters, my friends, all these people. And that immediately attracted me to doing this opportunity. Another thing that is super fun that I think a lot of young people like myself really like and are drawn to are the fun trips and rewards and incentives. As a newlywed starting out on our life together, we didn't have a very big savings account. The thought of earning money was really appealing. And so I had it from all angles. I wanted to help people. I wanted to support my family. And so I just ran with it. And where I am right now shows that really anyone can do this. I just wanted to share a little bit about our experience so far with Plexus. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. And we've been able to take really fun anniversary trips to Cancun and Cabo. Plexus has given us the opportunity to go on a cruise, been to Orlando twice, Las Vegas, San Diego, all these amazing places that Plexus has taken me and my husband. We are able to, I'm so glad I can say, we own both of our cars, we own our phones, and the most exciting part for me was, one, we've been able to add a lot to our savings, but two, my husband was able to quit his job and figure out what he wants to do. It's always been a really stressful thing for him, and I wanted him to not feel that pressure of figuring out what he wants to do while working. So he's been able to quit that job, and we've been just living primarily on Plexus for almost 2 years. And it's been such a blessing to have this residual income to really dive deep into something that I'm passionate about and that I found a passion for. And so that's my story. I love Plexus. I am always looking for youngins to do this too, because we really can succeed and really can go far. I think that when I started, I didn't realize how deep I would go into this and I didn't know what it would do for me, but it's really been more than I could imagine. And I love sharing that with others. So thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. I love that. It's something we don't talk about a lot, but the community is everything. And it's not something that happens to happen. It's something that's very intentional with the leaders of our team. They intentionally create an incredible community. And when you're surrounded by people that intentionally for work help lift and rise each other. I've worked in corporate America. It's so different. It's so different to be among really, really good women who look to see the best in each other and learn to link arms left and right and say, how can we take that and rise up? How can we take this and do better? How can we push each other a little better and become a little better? I love that. So next we're going to have Sierra. Sierra pretty much fast started Gold in a month, and I wanted her to share her experience because she had done network marketing before, and kind of what the difference is between what she experienced before and now.
Hi, you guys. My name is Sierra Corbridge, and yeah, I've only been with Plexus for 2.5 months. I am 41. I have 5 kids, and I honestly just went to Julia because I saw her Facebook post about her skincare, and I'm like, "What are you doing with your face?" And she's like, "Well, I'm doing a lot of things because I'm cleaning my gut and I'm putting stuff on my face." And I'm like, okay, I'll definitely do that because it looked amazing. And okay, by the way, I will also start with some gut health too, because as I'm talking to her, I'm realizing, okay, I definitely need more energy. I could definitely use, I don't go to sleep very well, or I wasn't. And my husband had IBS that for the last year, and this is kind of like the most important reason why I started was for him, because for the last year he had been going to the doctors, and they never came up with any solution for him. And he's like, I guess I just have to live with this forever and have stomach pains and be on the toilet all day. So that's no fun to live. So I'm like, I'm going to try this. Also, I have a son with allergies, and I hate over-the-counter medication. I've always loved natural medicine, and so I thought I would give this a try. So after I was taking it for a while too, I realized like any anxiety I was having over the COVID thing, like that was going away, and I was able to fall asleep faster. So, and have sustainable energy. So I was super excited about that. And so Julia's like, so why don't we just find you some accountability partners? Why don't you call up your mom? Why don't you call up your friends? Let's do a couple Zooms. And honestly, I was kind of hesitant because I was already doing another network marketing company, and that was kind of part of like who I was. And to kind of change that would be hard. So I got over that, and I decided that, I can still help people with that, but I can reach more people, I think, this way because of the structure that and the systems that Julie was telling me are so amazing on the team. And so I thought I'd give it out a try. And I told her I would do a Zoom and reach out. Just really simple. Eventually I got on Facebook and did a post. took her about 10 times to ask me. But anyway, I just realized that there was something here that I could just help more people. And it's just been super fun and exciting. And do you know what's really fun is like being able to reach people that I haven't talked to forever and like have something to talk about and have a solution for them. Like it's so fun for me to do that. So I love that. I'm in love with the products. I'm in love with this culture for the team. And I just believe in it. I believe in residual income and doing something that's bigger than myself for self-improvement. And like Hannah said, I'm super excited for the trips. I haven't been on one yet, but that's kind of like, I'm going to Hawaii. Like, so I want everyone on this call to come to Hawaii with me, and we'll go have fun because we can do this. And anyway, so that's all I have to say. Thank you, Julia.
Yes, come to Hawaii. It's like, it sounds like an unachievable thing. And that's the thing that I think with so many things in our life, you're like, oh gosh, I'd love to be one of those like people that does those trips. And the day you get off the plane, you will be like, this is incredible. And what am I doing here? And how did I get so lucky? But you'll know it's because it's your own efforts. And that by your own efforts, you can be wherever you want to be. And if you see that this team is taking a trip to Utah or Hawaii, you say, what do I need to do to get there? And you work your behind off and you get off that plane and you sit on that beach and you have your moment because it is worth it. Okay, Emily is now going to share a little bit about her story. She's in Utah freezing right now. And
hey, it's warm here.
is it? Good.
We're
Yeah,
just
for
getting,
sure, a
we are
little
in
bit.
the most perfect time of year in Utah because one day you get summer and the next day you get winter and the next day you get spring and then you get summer, winter, and spring all in one day. And by the time that you get through May, you're like, that was the best month of my life. So I am a huge fan. This is my favorite time of year here in Utah. Like Julia said, my name's Emily. I actually grew up in Northern California in a little town called Half Moon Bay. That's where I'm from. And then my husband went to physical therapy school at the University of Utah, and his family moved here. My mom moved here. And so we decided we would stay here, and we've just loved raising our family here. We've been here now for 13 years. So it's awesome. We love the climate here, even when it snows. I'm a happy camper. I love the cold, but I do really like the warm too. I was out walking my dog tonight and it's just the perfect temperature. So a little bit about me. I started Plexus 4.5 years ago. And at the time, my husband was working. Yeah, my sister is on here saying, great time to move to Arizona. No, thank you. We don't want 120 degrees, but we do love you and we're going to come and visit. My husband was working 3 different jobs when I was looking into Plexus so that I could stay home with our kids. Our kids were 7, 5, 3, and 4 months old. And I was just honestly looking for a way to help with my milk supply. And so I was hoping that it would help with that and had no idea that it would help with anything else in my life. I know we have some questions about in the comments about how can this help with different health issues. And so one of the things that's so great, if you'll get with the person who invited you to this call, they can give you specifics on how it helps with literally every health issue you could ever experience in your life. Because it gets to the root cause. So that's why it helped with all of my issues too. And I was so surprised. I had never heard of gut health. It wasn't something anybody talked about. It just wasn't. Nobody knew what it was. I called my sister on the phone just to make sure that it wouldn't kill me if I tried it, because she's a nurse. And I was like, Natalie, what do you think? Like, I'm thinking about trying it to help with my milk supply. Like, what do you think? She did some looking up of ingredients and things, and she's a nurse, and she said, it's not going to kill us, and I want to do it with you, so let's do it together. And so we started together and actually got a $22 paycheck from her order. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is the jackpot. I just made 22 bucks. Like, that was amazing. If I could get a $22 coupon every month, maybe I could continue to pay for this, because my husband working those 3 different jobs 6 days a week. The reason he was working so much is because we had $125,000 in debt. $75,000 of it was from his student loans from getting a doctorate degree for physical therapy. $30,000 of it was credit cards, and it wasn't for anything fun. I had pretty much given up on the dream of ever taking my kids to Disneyland. I had given up on the dream house. I had given up on the vacations with my husband. And not even like a vacation to Hawaii, but like anywhere away with my husband. I had just given up on all of that. I remember watching my friends at the time. A lot of our friends we were all hitting our 10-year wedding anniversary. And I remember watching all of our friends from college go to Hawaii and have these amazing vacations. And I was like, that looks nice. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. And in the back of my mind, I was just really sad that it wasn't me. I was happy for them, but I was really sad that I wasn't going to have that. And I've always had dreamed like that was what my life would look like, right? And so when I really needed help with my health, specifically, my problem was my milk supply was drying up. We had no money, and I didn't want to buy formula. And I was supposed to be able to feed my kid for free for a year with breastfeeding. And because I had a 2nd grader, a kindergartner, a preschooler, and a breastfeeding baby, my anxiety shot through the roof and my milk supply dried up. And I saw a friend posting about Plexus and how it could help. And I thought about it for about a month. And the only reason why I did it is because I trusted her. And so you might have a friend that invited you to this call tonight that you trust. You probably trust them. Otherwise, why would you get on Zoom on a Thursday night, right? And so I trusted her, and I thought, you know what? If Natalie says it's not going to, that it's healthy for us and it's good, then I'm going to try it. And what it did for me is it got rid of my sugar cravings. So I lost 40 pounds in 18 months. 40. Okay. Something to note about that is that I've lost weight before in high school and college doing all the fad diets, but my pant size never changed. I was a size 8, whether I weighed 165 pounds or 120 pounds. Literally didn't matter. Sometimes they get a little bit more baggy, but I could never go down in a pant size. When I did Plexus, I lost 40 pounds and I am now 120 pounds, but I wear a size 2. So I want you to understand that it's the inflammation that it attacked more than anything else. Yes, I lost numbers on the scale, obviously, but it made the biggest difference because I lost the inflammation. And so it ate away the fat and the fluffiness. I don't know how else to describe it other than I have never in my life been smaller than a size 8, even though I have been this weight before. So this is really important to understand about why Plexus is different from any other system or program you've ever done. It also made my hair stop falling out. It made my mood issues go away. I wasn't afraid to answer the door or answer the phone. And I'm an extroverted person, highly extroverted. And it fixed all those things. My skin cleared up. I don't have any makeup on. I'm going to be 38 this year. And I have never had any Botox or treatments or anything. This is all Plexus. Collagen, gut health, and skincare, right? Non-toxic, cruelty-free skincare is what we sell. So many things going on there. But then the other thing that I noticed is that I was sleeping better. I was falling asleep in 5 minutes instead of 2 hours. I was staying asleep all night long. I was waking up rested. I thought, oh my gosh, sleep finally works. Because I used to tell my husband, sleep doesn't work for me. I can sleep 2 hours, 10 hours. I'm just always tired. But within 2 weeks of starting Plexus, I was sleeping and I woke up rested. So I wasn't needing a nap. And then with the sugar cravings gone, it just started to snowball into me feeling like I always remember being when I was little. And I didn't think I could be that way as I grew up and aged and all of that. So really cool thing about this, I walked into it saying, I will never share. I don't do these things. No one that I know does these things. I am not going to be affiliated with network marketing because I don't do that, right? That's just not what I do. And so when the product started working for me, just like Julia said, I started thinking about people in my life that needed it. I started with my sister, Natalie, was really jazzed about that $22 paycheck. It actually sort of lit my fire a teeny bit. And I thought, well, what if I signed up 2 more people? If I signed up 2 more people, I could make a couple $100. So I called my mom and then I called my best friend and they all started with me because I knew that my mom wanted to get off of her statins. My best friend suffered with mood issues and she wanted to lose weight. And so I thought, well, let me just see where this goes. So they started taking the products and all 3 of them started having results. And I just kept thinking about one more person. And after my first month, I made $1,000. And for me, that was a ton of money. And so you might be sitting here tonight thinking, maybe you just want to make a couple $100s to pay to make your products for free. And we have a program for that. Maybe you're someone that wants to make $500 to $1,000 a month, but you don't want to leave your home or you can't leave your home depending on where you are in the country, or you want a way to bring in extra income if we have to stay home again and you're out of work. All of these things are things that I know we're all thinking about right now, right? And then there might be some of you who are thinking, maybe I want to make a lot of money. professional level income. And for me, if you would have asked me what is professional level income 4.5 years ago, I would have told you like anything around $2,000, right? Because as a school teacher, I worked 40 hours a week before I had my kids, and my paychecks were $2,000 to $2,200 a month. And I remember when I was 3 months into Plexus and my first paycheck was $1,600 and it paid our mortgage. And I remember thinking, what? Like, I could actually pay our mortgage with this? Maybe Sean wouldn't have to work on Saturdays anymore. I couldn't even see past like getting out of debt. All I could see was maybe Sean wouldn't have to work on Saturdays anymore. Maybe he could be home for pancakes instead of putting them in Ziploc baggies after working all day and them still being on the counters, right? And so whatever it is that your heart really wants, I just want you to know that there's a place for you here. And even if you've never seen yourself doing something like this, I was very against it. I said, I don't want to share. I'm never going to share. Don't ask me to share. I'm not interested. And then when the products really changed my life, I couldn't stop sharing it with people. Now, you might be a little bit like me, where you think, oh, you know, I need to try the products before I can share with someone. And one of the things that I want to tell you, like an aha moment that I've had since then, is that when I join a gym, I always bring a friend or my husband. Like, I'm not going to join a gym by myself. I'm not going to be like, oh, best friend. I'm going to go join a gym, and when I get a 6-pack in 90 days, I'll tell you about it, and then you come do it with me then, right? Like, nobody would do that. You join with your friend right now so they can help you be accountable, so that you can start together with someone and it can be more fun. It's something like you're like 85% more successful if you do something with a friend, like join a gym or start a diet or do a walking program or a health fitness or whatever. You're going to be more successful. And so for me, I just really, really, really want to encourage you that if you've thought of, you know, that one person in your life that you do everything with, like text them right now. If you've thought of someone while you listened, maybe to one of our health stories that you identified with that, or maybe you know of someone who would just legitimately like to make another $500 from their home to put in a savings account. For us now, 4.5 years later, we are completely free of that $125,000 of debt that we came into Plexus with. My investment was $34.95 to order as a wholesale ambassador. And by doing that, I had no idea that I was going to change our family's financial future forever. We are free of that debt. We were able to buy our dream home and keep our original property as a residual income property. We now make money off of that first home. We completely remodeled our house that we just bought. We did it with cash. We lived in our first home while we did it, so we didn't have to wrestle with people walking through our house. Then after we moved out, we remodeled our old house before we had renters come in. It's the freedom to say yes and have convenience that has taken away so much of our stress. My husband doesn't look like he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders anymore. He only works, well, he got laid off because of COVID. So he used to only work like 3 days a week, but then he got laid off. So now he started his own telehealth company where he sees patients out of our home, and he only sees like 1 or 2 patients a week. And the rest of the week we have time together. I feel like we're living a retired life in our 30s, which is just amazing. So I just want you to know that if you're wondering right now, like, maybe I should do this, I just want to encourage you, like, just do it. Take a small calculated risk, invest in the products, start with a few friends, and just see where it goes. Because I get chills sometimes when I think about how I almost didn't do this because nobody does these things, right? I'm so grateful for the tens of thousands of lives that we've changed, including our own, especially our own. I love that my kids are growing up in a home that really provides our family to be together and to not have to worry about, oh, dad lost his job. What are we going to do? It was dad lost his job. Now we get to build the treehouse. We didn't even skip a beat because that's the luxury that you have when you have residual income coming into your home. So anyway, thanks for hearing my story tonight. I hope you will just do it.
Thank you. It's so inspiring to hear from different walks of people. Everybody here has a different story, and everybody here is coming with a different reason or a different curiosity or a different dream. And so we just ask that you are open, that you're open and curious, that you just try, because you'll never know what you could do and what you could create if you just sit there wondering. And we always say, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you're in the same place, in the same debt, and the same physical health that you've been in for years, number one, your physical health will get worse. That's a guarantee if you don't do anything about it. There is a path out, and there's a path out to do it with joy. There's a path to do it with loving people, with doing it the right way. That's not slimy or weird. I hope you don't think we're all weird. Maybe you do, and that's fine. Because we're like a good kind of weird. But we love people. And if you can love people and you can see the best in them and you can offer them hope, that's what we do. And when you set apart your business to doing it that way, the money will follow. And that's probably been the biggest blessing, is that we go forward with like trying to find people that could use what we have, whether it's financially or physically, and we offer them an option and a hope and a solution. And the growth and the changes that you see in people will change your life. And the growth that you see in yourself will change your life. So if you have questions, you can type them in the little chat box, or you can request anything. If not, we'll hop off. But it's okay to do the unexpected, and it's okay to think you're never going to be that person, because no one wants you to be that person. No one wants you to be Emily. No one wants you to be me. What we want you to be is you, like the best version of yourself. And that is attraction marketing. People need to hear your voice, need to hear your story, and need to hear your struggles and your vulnerabilities. And those are the people that are going to follow you and run with you and do incredible things with you. And whatever you want in your life, it's possible. That's what we want to share with you today. So anyways, happy Thursday. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules. We love you, and we'll talk soon.